What's going on, guys? This is Dion from CRS Management. Today I'm going to be covering how to purchase a vehicle under your business name, as well as transferring over a vehicle from your personal to your business name. So if you're interested in any of that information, stick around until the end of the video. As a quick disclaimer, nothing in this video should be considered as financial advice, and you should always check with your CPA and do your own personal research to figure out what route is best for you and your business endeavors. Now back to the video. So first things first, you're going to need yourself an LLC. If you haven't already seen my video, I'll have it linked in the top corner as well as in the description below. It's this video here titled Starting Your Own LLC for Turo. So definitely check it out. Second thing, if you already have an LLC, is there's a couple things that we need to cover actually. So basically, just as with personal vehicles, credit does come into account when you're buying yourself a vehicle under your business name. It actually is kind of more important than your personal vehicles. So especially if your business is new. So if you have a new business, they are going to go off of your credit to give you a loan. So on screen now, I have average car loan interest rates based on credit scores. So on the left-hand side here, we've got the different credit scores. So super prime, prime, non-prime, subprime, deep subprime, and basically showing you for new cars and used cars, what percentage rates you can expect to pay based on your credit score range. As one quick note, business loans or business auto loans do usually have higher interest rates than personal. They always have higher interest rates than personal vehicles. So keep that noted, that let's say that you're between 661 and 780 and you're expecting somewhere around 5.58. You're likely going to be looking more at the 8 to 9% range. It does differ about that much, maybe 2 to 3%. So definitely keep that in mind when you walk into a bank or walk into a dealership and you're looking for a business auto loan. With that covered, basically it's as simple as walking into a dealership and letting them know, hey, I'm interested in this vehicle and I want to purchase it under my business name, not my personal name. Most car salesmen haven't really dealt with this, so it might throw them for a loop at first, but basically just let them know, hey, I've got a business, I've got an LLC, I have an EIN that goes along with that. And I want to purchase this vehicle under my business name. The finance people or the finance department at the dealership should know a little bit more about it and they should be able to help you out. So that's the first step, is going in and letting them know that you're interested in purchasing it that way. Secondly, you can go straight through their finance department. So you can tell them, hey, I want you to run my credit and let me know what kind of interest rates you can offer me. They'll come back at you with a percentage interest rate. It'll be based off your credit and other, factors like your debt to income ratio and stuff like that. But basically, when you walk into the dealership, you should have a highest interest rate that you're willing to pay, whether it's 8%, 9%, 12, 15%, whatever the case might be for your business. You should come into the dealership knowing that, and I would say don't pay more than that, even if it's 0.5% more than that. If that's the top end of what you are willing to pay and what you are comfortable paying for, don't pay more than that. If it wasn't meant to be, it wasn't meant to be. So basically they'll give you an interest rate and you can choose to accept it. Otherwise, you can go to a bank yourself, whether it's a credit union or your bank that you have, whatever the case might be, and you can inquire about business auto loans the same way that you kind of do it at the dealership. You can go there to a bank or a credit union and have them run your credit and basically come back at you with an interest rate. It's likely going to be lower than what the dealership offers you. That's because the dealerships actually bump the interest rate and make a little bit of money on the back end as well. So you'll likely get a better deal going straight to the bank or straight to the credit union. The downfall to this is that you actually have to put in a little bit more work and go to a couple of banks or a couple of credit unions and inquire. So it's a lot easier to just go through the dealership, but you will be paying a little bit more. One thing I will mention though is that you can refinance these loans down the road. So, 6 months down the road, you might be wanting to refinance your auto business loan and get into something a little bit cheaper. That's definitely something that you can still do. So, you can accept the initial interest rate from the dealership and then just go and talk to a bank a couple months down the road and get a better interest rate and a better payment. Moving on, so once you've got that established, whether it's talking straight through the dealership or going to a bank and getting it through them, one thing you're going to have to do, especially if your business is new, which I'm guessing it probably is if you're watching this video, but you're going to have to be what is called a guarantor or personal guarantor. Personally, I call it a PG, just a little bit easier. But on screen now, I've got some information on guarantors. So right here, it says, as a guarantor, you are pledging that if the business does not repay the loan, you personally will make sure the loan is paid. This would be considered a contingent liability to you personally, but not report to your credit report. In my personal experience, I don't know that this last part is true, where it says that it's not going to report to your credit report. I feel like a couple of my business car loans or business auto loans, same thing, have reported to my credit report. But I could be wrong about that. I haven't looked too closely. I just feel like it has, but could be wrong about that. But just keep in mind that it's possible that it will report to your credit report. Eventually, once you've established enough business credit, whether it's through auto loans, credit cards, or whatever the case might be, your business will actually have enough credit to where you won't have to personally guarantee on these loans, whether it's an auto loan or, if you're trying to get a loan for a facility or anything, whatever the case might be, you won't actually have to personally guarantee these once your business has enough credit established. So that's super nice. And it's also a great reason why you should start early and get your business credit established. But that's about it for the process. Once you've got all of this covered, you will have to go through and do a little bit more documentation. So same way as buying a personal vehicle, you'll have to go through, sign all the lines, check all the boxes, and buy all the extras, or refuse all the extras that they are trying to sell you on. Always try to refuse them as much as you can, but obviously do what's best for your business. And that's about it. You'll walk off the lot with a vehicle, or in some cases they might have to condition the vehicle, or if you've agreed on some work that they're going to do on the vehicle. But in most cases, if you found a vehicle that you like, especially if it's a new vehicle, you should be able to drive straight off the lot same day, which is nice. As for switching vehicles over from your personal name to your business name, there are a couple ways of doing so. The first and simplest way is to buy out the loan on your vehicle. In other words, pay off your loan. Then you can go to your local DMV and let them know that you'd like to change over the vehicle from personal to business. They'll ask for your business information and should be able to walk you through the process of doing so. Remember that if you pay off your vehicle, you'll likely have to wait for your title to come in the mail before you can proceed with the process of getting it switched over. The second method of doing so is essentially performing an auto loan refinance, but from your personal to your business. In a way, you're essentially assigning the title as you would in real estate if you were assigning a home loan to someone instead of fully selling it. As I mentioned before, this method is a lot harder than simply paying off your loan, mostly because a lot of banks won't even let you refinance into your business or let you assign the loan to your business. They basically tell you you have to pay it off or it can't be done. With that being said, we've covered both how to purchase a vehicle in your business name, as well as how to transfer over a vehicle from your personal name to your business name. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video and got some valuable info out of it. If that's the case, I would really appreciate if you liked the video, as it helps my channel out a ton on the algorithm. If you're interested in more Turo content coming soon, feel free to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to get notified of future uploads. I'm going to be uploading at least twice a week, and I have like 20 video ideas already lined up, so the content is definitely coming. Stay tuned, and until next time, take care.